close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Be sure to join us every Friday for Truckers on TV, every Friday, 7 p.m. Central, with your three zany and favorite truckers: Larry Baum from Married to the Road, James Underwood from Rolling with the Underwoods, and of course, Justin Clark from Chasing Miles with the Clarks. Join us Friday night. Join us every Saturday night at Trucker Safety Divas for the Trucker Safety Divas show every Saturday night at 7 p.m. by your favorite divas. Be sure to come back every Saturday night as they share their passion and love for the trucking industry, as they share their wealth and their knowledge, and help to inspire women every day to live the best that they possibly can. Be sure to join us every Saturday, 7 p.m. Central, right here at Truckers Safety Divas. Don't forget to bring your friends.
All right, good morning, Divas. So the only person that was in that video that is actually here is Terri, because Catherine's not here this morning. So good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thank you guys for filling in today, because we all know that I am a little bit tech challenged, and I would not have been able to even start this show without Angela and Lori helping me. So we all need to thank them, because the show would not be here if it wasn't for you two ladies. Thank you.
Not a problem.
We do want to say, I don't want to go into a lot of detail because it's not our place to say, but Catherine did have an incident this morning, so we are asking for prayers. She's okay, but I'm sure she'll fill everybody in later on this afternoon. But regardless, we are asking for prayers for Catherine and hope that the rest of her day goes a lot better than her morning has gone, because it's not been a good day for her. So, but she'll be back with us next week, and hopefully this Saturday as well too. So, how has everybody been? Lori, how has your week been so far? I know you were sick yesterday.
Yeah, I'm still kind of feeling bleh.
I am too.
I think
I
it's
swear
like
it's the
heat.
weather.
I'm not
We've all
sure.
been in rain. Like, it's got to be the weather.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think it's a lot of the heat right now. Even though I've been drinking Gatorades and stuff, I just bleh.
I hear you. Good morning, Gary and Jamie. Hello,
Good morning.
I did want to take just a few minutes out of the show, and this is nothing Divas related, but I did just want to take a few seconds and just kind of make an announcement. So I had posted yesterday that we had a fan that is an overzealous fan. And the reason I'm mentioning it is because I'm sure he's watching. So to this person, you know who you are. I adore you. You're a sweetheart. We appreciate you being our fan. But what you need to understand about all of us divas here is that we are real human beings, and we are real people with real lives, real families, real children, real grandchildren. And unfortunately, what you're doing is crossing the line and getting to the point that it's very scary. When I wake up this morning and found out that now you're going to a different account of ours and spent the entire night last night and all this morning contacting us, it's made Larry and I very scared of you. And I don't want to be scared. So please stop, because at this point, Larry and I are going to seek legal action if it continues. So this is your one and only warning, and I hate to use the show to do that, but that's the only way I know how to get a hold of you because I know that you're watching or you will be watching. So please, you know who you are. Calm down. Stop contacting us. Take a breather because it's getting scary. So enough with that. Sorry, guys. It's the only way I know how to get a hold of him because I don't want to contact him directly.
You're fine. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. It wasn't something I wanted to wake up to this morning. Good morning, Diana. Good morning, Patricia. And good morning, Hot Rod Pruitt.
I don't think it was, but it's kind of scary. So yeah.
Yeah. And Hot Rod, Larry's in the shower. Otherwise, he would have said hi to you.
Well, since we're doing this, can I tell my good news?
Yes, please.
So we've been looking into buying a new house, and we just put an offer down. I'm like so excited. I hope they take it.
It's so pretty. It reminds me like World War II era.
It's a Civil War on the outside. Inside, it's all modern. There's 2 barns on the property, and the driveway is long enough that we can pull the whole flipping rig up in there.
That's the party at Lori's house. Free orders tonight.
There's all kinds of truckers over there when we get it.
What'd you say, Terry?
We'll turn the whole 2 acres into truck parking, Lori. We'll all come visit you.
Heck yeah. $20 a night.
Oh, okay, yeah, money to me. Yeah, let's go.
Gonna help me pay my mortgage.
No,
I'll have a home right up there.
I wouldn't do that. You guys come visit. It's free parking.
Okay, Hot Rod, can I just tell you, flattery will give you everywhere. He said you were all beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I'm not feeling very beautiful today. No makeup on, no nothing, just me.
Yeah. I ran in and put makeup on, but I'm with you. I'm not feeling it. Good morning, Gary. Gary says good morning, and Patricia says good morning. And
good morning.
Amber Hines says good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. So I was going to ask, where is everybody in the world? I am in New Mexico. I actually just got into New Mexico. Where are you at, Lori?
We're sitting in Tennessee.
Tennessee. Where are you at, Terry?
I am on the Indiana Toll Road, just west of the Goshen area, headed to Janesville, Wisconsin. On a hot road, so I couldn't stop to do the show. I'm so sorry. I have to put it up there.
Let's see.
It's all right. Things happen.
Yeah.
Elizabeth said, hey, Miss Angie. Hey, Miss Lori. How are you ladies doing today? We are doing good. I apologize. Catherine would have been on the show today, but like I said, for those of you guys just joining us, she had a little incident this morning, so we're filling in for Catherine. She didn't go anywhere. She'll be back here probably for Saturday's show and then next Wednesday's show as well. And they'll probably be back on topic next Wednesday too. So, but I do have to say we'll be announcing the new Diva of the Month in a couple weeks. And we'll have our new show topics for June coming up. I'm going to actually be finishing them off today or tomorrow because we're going to have a little brainstorming session. And I think we got a couple of guests lined up for next month too. So it should be some exciting shows.
We have some amazing shows, guys, planned. I am so excited.
Yes.
There are some good ones. We have some phenomenal guests coming on. You guys can't miss it. You cannot. You'll regret it. You'll be kicking yourself in the butt for not watching live so you can interact with our amazing guests.
We had a pretty good radio show last night. It was like an impromptu radio show last night because our original guest that we had scheduled wound up having a medical emergency, so he couldn't be on last night. So we actually found a lady on TikTok that we've been following for a little bit named Pamela Brandt, and she was on our radio show last night. Oh my God, she was the thickest Southern accent ever.
Like, oh, how cool!
And she was like, she's been a trucker for 46 years, and now she's a owner, operator, and fleet owner of 5 trucks, and all of her kids drive for her. So it was really cool.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. That's amazing.
So it
That
looks
is
good.
really cool.
So
People see that I paved the way because I've been driving 35 years, and it's women like her that paved the way for me.
Right.
yeah,
When
that's
when I went to trucking school, it was only 5 days long, and I was the first woman ever at that school. But had she not and other ladies like her been out there prior, they might not have taken me. So
absolutely.
I may be out here 35 years, but I'm a baby compared to a few ladies out here.
Well, I mean, it's hard just in general for women out here because it's a man's job.
Yes.
So
I always
even
think it's a man's job.
right, right. You know, the more and more women are going in the trucking industry. So, Terri, you've helped pave that way for these new women coming aboard.
I did want to say that I'm going to work with Lori and Terry this week. We're going to compile a list of our favorite TikTok female truck drivers, because if you guys have not joined TikTok, first of all, you need to, because not only is there a lot of funny things in there, but there's a lot of really good informative things, and there's a lot of truck drivers that share their life over the road. A lot. So we're going to compile a list in Trucker Safety Divas this week. I'll also post it on Married to the Road for the guys of our favorite female truck drivers, because I want to give them recognition. And I want you guys to go follow them, because there are some amazing, amazing, inspirational female truckers. I can think of 5 of them off the top of my head right now. They're just blow me away all the time. And I want to give them the recognition. And we're going to try to get a lot of them on our show. And if you have a favorite TikToker that you think is just amazing, male or female, let us know, because we'd like to include them on that list, because there are so many amazing TikTokers out there putting out some really quality videos and informational, especially for the four-wheelers who maybe don't understand about the trucking industry. So we'll put that together. We'll work on that.
Yeah, I can think about 5 right off the top of my head too right now.
Yeah, and
I watch constantly. Well, one of them is Married to the Road. Oh my gosh, I wonder who that is.
Yeah, one of them's Rolling with the Underwoods.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Never heard of them? They're really nice.
Oh, I need to meet those people.
And
they
then,
have their moments.
okay, that was true. That's true. Elizabeth Haynes said, I wanted to tell you ladies, you know that my husband got me the most amazing gift for me and for my 25th wedding anniversary. He got me a 2009 Chevy Avalanche. Aw, and he surprised me with it. You're all my family, and I wanted to share this with you. Love you all. That's awesome.
Oh, that's so awesome. Congratulations.
He told me he was home for their anniversary. I was like, good man.
Oh, that is awesome. Well, speaking of anniversaries, we do have one coming up here pretty soon.
Yep. Saturday.
And Angie and Larry's anniversary. There's 6 wedding anniversaries coming, y'all.
Yeah, my daughter's birthday is tomorrow, and our wedding anniversary is Saturday. So
I did not know that. Mine is, I think, Tuesday the 31st.
Really, that's my sister's birthday.
Yeah.
Well, happy anniversary, both of you guys.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Diane said, I have learned a lot from watching you guys, and you always answer my questions. Honestly, and I don't know about, okay, I'm going to lie. I already know the answer, but I'm just going to say, I know Lori and Terry feel the same way because we've discussed it. We love more than anything. I mean, more than anything. When we're live streaming or we're doing a show and you guys ask us questions, we love that. Love it, love it, love it, because we love educating you. And we know there's no stupid question. I'm sure you have a million questions about our lifestyle out here. So if you ever have questions, don't hesitate to ask us. We love it.
Yeah. Please don't hesitate, because we're pretty much an open book, you know. We'll tell anybody about the trucking industry and what we go through out here.
Yeah, or if you just have questions about us in general, we're happy to answer. And by the way, guys, Terry's in a storm, so she may be popping in and out. That's the reason. And she's on a hot load, so she can't stop. But she'll probably be popping in and out. So
I wonder if it's going to be bad as my thing the other night.
I know, I feel so bad for you. Oh my gosh.
I tried everything, like everything. I'm like, oh my Lord. And finally, it was like the fourth try, and it was just like, nope, I'm done.
I know. I was like, I need to teach Lori sign language. I'm going to need to start doing sign language with her. I can see it all over your face. You're like, I'm so frustrated. And it was oh,
I was like, nope, I can't hear you. What? Oh, are you talking to me? Oh, and then I would talk, and then I felt like I was talking on top of other people, so I felt like I was being rude and inconsiderate. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this.
it was so funny. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. My tablet is running so slow today. So
It's okay.
let's see. Oh, I did want to talk about, not that it's a great thing, but it is one of the biggest subjects in the news right now. The shooting yesterday that happened in Texas. That was horrific. And unfortunately, when we woke up this morning, we realized that 2 more children died.
Oh no.
Yeah, so now the death total is up to 21 people. That's 19 children, 2 teachers. I'm sorry. And I mean, the tragedy is as bad as what happened in Sandy Hook, which is.
Oh wow.
I
Well,
feel
that brings me to this the issue with formula. FMC. I can never say it. Anyway, the Federal Bureau Administration is trying to fix that. Any trucker that is under a load for formula, they're exempt from their hours and their clocks and stuff. They can just roll.
Yep.
So they are trying to fix it.
I have to tell you, I've almost had to put the plea out there for myself, because we've had a hell of a time getting formula for my grandson. I was lucky. It took me 2 weeks to find 2 cans of formula for him this week. And my daughter was able to go 3. She was able to grab 3 cans. So we've got enough formula to get him for about 2 weeks. But it's getting scary. It's getting scary. You know, I'm almost at the point where I'm going to post a picture and be like, if anybody has it in your area, I will pay for shipping, send it to my daughter, because he's not old enough to go on milk yet. And it's getting scary. And I know Chris is in the same pickle with her grandson. And both of our grandsons are on special formula because they both have stomach issues. So they have to have a gentle formula. So it's not like we can be, like, oh, we can have any type of formula. We really can't, because they both have stomach issues. So it stinks.
I just hope they fix it, because those babies can't starve.
No, and it's scary, the stories that we're hearing, of mothers doing everything they can to provide for their babies and not having food. This one girl, it broke my heart the other day. She did a TikTok where she went to her doctors begging for formula because she couldn't find formula anywhere. It wasn't that she didn't have money. She had money to buy formula, but she had been everywhere, couldn't find formula. She posted Facebook posts, and luckily he had enough formula. He had the individual ones that are already made up, and he had enough formula to give her 2 days supply. Well, what the hell's a 2 day supply going to do?
What?
Ridiculous.
That baby's going to drink that 2 days supply in a heartbeat.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of TikToks of people going into the stores and just showing how the formula is just bare. There's nothing there. And I'm like, oh, my heart goes out to them right now.
It's scary. It's scary. And what really makes me mad is one of the stores, one of the Costco's, which I thought it really pissed me off. They had 7 cans of formula left. A friend of mine went there to go and try to grab me. I only wanted 2. I didn't want her to take all 7. And I figured that the stores would have a limit on how much you can get. Oh, no. The lady went in there and bought all 7. I'm like, are you serious? You should be limiting it to 2 or 3 so that everybody can get formula for their babies.
Right.
Ugh.
Wow. That's so sad. I mean, not every woman can breastfeed.
No.
I mean,
my daughter was breastfeeding, and unfortunately, within right before the formula crisis, she dried up. So it's just like, oh.
That's what I was going to say with my last one. We kept passing that thrush back and forth. So we had to stop.
Yeah.
So I feel sorry for the women that can't breastfeed either, because there's nothing else they can give their child if they don't have the formula.
Absolutely. It's scary. And what's crazy is, and Diana, I'll get back to what you just said in just a sec, but what's really scary is somebody was telling me that if you go to Amazon and you go to the very bottom of it and you change your shipping from US to Canada or US to Mexico, there's tons of formula there for you to buy on Amazon. The problem is they've jacked the price up. So a can of formula from Canada, they jacked the price to double what the normal price is. So yeah, you can get it if you want to pay double.
Right.
So they're price gouging you.
Kind of like COVID all over again, because during COVID, they jacked all the prices up on toilet paper, paper towels, Lysol wipes, all that.
I'm really ashamed that Amazon's letting them do this. I'm like, if Canada and Mexico has got a huge supply of formula and they're not having issues, then the United States people should be able to buy it without having these people upsell the formula. It's ridiculous.
Right.
I can have my daughter's formula here in the United States between $20, $25 a can. Canada, for me to get one can, was $60.
Oh, no.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No, and not when you can buy 2 cans.
Yep.
Wow.
Carol said that she's seen that the shelves were empty and that people were taking all, but I don't understand why they don't have a limit. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Rita. Good morning, Simi Madole. How are you? And Rita,
Losing signal, guys. Sorry.
that's okay. I told him you were in a storm. You're fine.
Don't worry, honey.
And yes, Rita, we can see your comments. So I'm going to go back to Diane, and we were talking about the shooting in Texas yesterday. And Diane was saying that the grandmother that he shot is in critical condition as of the news this morning. Yeah. So my understanding was he was 18 years old. He had been bullied a lot, but they don't know what the motive for this shooting was. But I guess on his way to the school, he shot his grandmother. And then
wow.
the police were chasing him, and he got his car stuck in a ditch outside the school, and he ran out of his car and ran into the school. And so that's how this all took place yesterday. I don't think he was picking out the school necessarily. I think he was trying to run away from police and saw the school as a good opportunity. And now, unfortunately, all these poor families. Now, I did want to say one of the most amazing things I saw on the news this morning, and I don't know if anybody else saw it. This is a very small Latino Texas community, very small. It has 2 funeral homes in it. Those funeral homes are going to waive the cost of all the funerals. They are going to take care of it themselves. That is
wow.
Amazing community.
Wow. So, okay, so he shot his grandmother, so he went into the school and just started shooting up people in the school?
Yeah, he killed 19 children, 2 teachers, and there's still, I believe, 10 more that are hospitalized in critical condition. So that number could go up.
Is there anything in there saying that he was severely depressed or?
He said that on his Instagram account, like 2 days prior to the shooting, he had posted a picture of 2 AR-15s. And then he put something along the lines of, I have a surprise. I really want to share it with you guys. But he never said what the surprise was.
Oh, my. It sounds like he was suicidal. He was looking for it, you know?
Yeah, they were saying that, I guess he was bullied a lot in high school, that he came from a very poor family, and that he got bullied a lot because of the financial circumstances that his family was in and the way that he dressed. And I understand bullying, especially in this day and age. In my personal opinion, I think bullying these days is 3 times worse than what we ever had in high school because you have social media. So I understand it. And let me tell you something, believe it or not, people, Lori and myself get bullied more than you can even imagine. And let me tell you something, it's hard. It's hard.
It is. It is. I know that words hurt and words stick, you know, and we have to defend our own personality and the people that we are. But there's no reason to go suicidal and take somebody else's life.
No.
You know, just block that person, move the heck on, move away from that toxic crap, whatever you got to do. But there's just no reason to take. I'm sorry. It saddens me.
I think part of the problem is our school system. I honestly don't believe that they pay close enough attention to what's going. And I'm sorry, guys, to not be on camera so I can hear you all.
You're fine.
But it, you know, even like with mental illness or education, like I know a young lady that my husband and I helped tutor for several years, and she graduated high school and she was reading at a 3rd grade level. And they actually gave her a diploma. And
that is so frustrating that our school system just pushes a lot of kids through and they don't pay attention or they don't take it serious when threats are made or a child is showing signs of depression or mental illness. And I think that needs to be addressed in our school systems. More help, take it a lot more serious
Yes.
than they do. It's
Well,
just,
I
to me,
think
that's part of the problem.
I think a lot of the problem too, because I'm not afraid to admit it. I was in special ed my whole entire time through school. I was a slow learner. I've always been a slow learner. But I think a lot of it that when you have a special needs child, doesn't matter if they got cerebral palsy, doesn't matter what they have, or if they just can't register up here right, that they don't take enough time to teach that child. I was left in the dark for many years until James helped me get my high school diploma. I didn't know
Right.
anything.
And that's exactly the point, Lori, is they don't pay close enough attention to children as individuals. They throw them in a classroom and put them in a group and just assume everything's okay if there's no problems, no trouble.
Right.
They need to really pay better attention to each individual. And some of that is the size of the classrooms, the ratio, children versus teachers. You
Right.
know, we have some of our classrooms are so large. We have 50 students to one teacher. Do you really think that teacher can pay attention and catch on and see what's going on in each child when there's 50 of them? No,
She can't. And I know the teachers are doing their best, but
absolutely.
they're just overworked too.
Yeah. We need more teachers. We need teachers' aides, even if we get more parents that can go in, if every parent went in for an afternoon a week or something. I mean, I'm grasping at straws here, but something to get those children more one-on-one. And maybe we can see the ones that are at that breaking point from the bullying, from the fear, from the problems at home, and catch it before it turns into this.
Yeah.
I think a lot more stuff should be said about bullying and that words hurt and how to deal with them and process it the correct way. Because I was bullied through high school and junior high and all that. I'm bullied as an adult still, just like Andrew said.
I was just going to say that, and I'm not trying to make light of this. I'm serious. If you have grandchildren or you have children that are teenage age, you need to know and you need to accept that on a daily basis. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're a cheerleader. I don't care if they're a track star. They are getting bullied in one way or a form every single day of their life. Lori and I put our faces and our lives out there for the public to see. You would be horrified if you saw the crap that Lori and I deal with as adults. We get bullied and we have to sit here and defend ourselves. Why? I can't even imagine. I can't even fathom what these teenagers go through on a daily basis between your Snapchat, your Instagram, your Facebook, and your TikTok, not to mention the kids in person who are bullying these people. So if you have a teenager or you have a grandchild, please have compassion with them. You have no idea what they go through on a daily basis and try to talk to them. Try.
Adult bullying is so severe in our country right now, Angela. You're right. I mean, it's just absolutely frightening. And I remember a couple years ago, I was in like a Target, I think it was, and there was a woman behind me, and she had like a 10-year-old boy, and she looked at this 10-year-old boy and said, "Look at how fat that lady is. Look at that." And she was talking to me. And this is an adult woman, a mother, and that's the example she's showing her child. So what do you think that 10-year-old is going to do when there's a chubby kid in his class? Exactly what Mama taught her to do.
See, that I don't understand. Exactly. Why do we have to body shame somebody? Why do we have to talk about somebody because you don't like them? Why do we have to cause rumors? Why do we have to even start rumors? Why can't we just love somebody for who they are as a person?
I can tell you where I was at because I'm not there anymore. I don't like to give away my location so much anymore due to everything I'm going through right now. But yesterday we were at a Black Bear at a TA, And I went in there because Larry was taking a nap and I didn't want to wake him. So I thought, well, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get a salad. And that way it's nice and quiet for him. And there was a couple behind me and they were truck drivers and they were two men. And you could tell they were in a relationship together. And I thought they were cute as a button.
Aww.
Yeah. And they were talking about their route and what they were going to be doing throughout the week and just planning out their week. And I could not help but notice 3 or 4 booths where people were snickering at them, giving them dirty looks because they were a gay couple. And I tell you what, the mama bear and me just wanted to go over there and kick some booty. It is 2022, people. 2022. Why do we have to behave that way in public? Let them be. I don't care if you don't support the LGBTQ plus community. That's on you. But don't sit there and act like an ass in the middle of a restaurant and sit there. It's almost everything in my body not to go over there and say something to these people. It's like
I would want to smack him. I'm sorry, but that's just me. I mean, really?
I mean,
And Angela, that's
go ahead, Terry.
sorry. That's true what you said. Okay. So there are some Christians that believe homosexuality is a sin, for instance.
Right.
But you know what? If you believe that, that's fine. But then you should also believe that and know that God said no sin is greater than another. And you sin every day as a Christian. So why is their sin, and it's only a sin in your eyes, mind you, I'm not saying it is,
Right.
so bad that you can slam and shame somebody else, but your sin is just as bad. And, you know, just because you feel that way doesn't mean you have to verbalize it. That's my thing. You may not like me because I'm fat, but keep your mouth shut.
Exactly.
You may not like me because I'm doing a man's job, but I don't need to hear it. You have a right to your opinion, but you have a right to keep it to yourself.
My opinion is, why does it matter? Why does it matter who you love or who you want to love? Love is love.
Shouldn't. It doesn't.
Why does it matter if you're green, black, yellow, red, purple? Why does the skin color matter? We're all human. We all bleed red.
Yep.
So why can't we just stop?
Well,
And the sad part is, Lori, in this world, it'll never end. That's the sadness in it all. It'll never end. We can want it and pray for it and talk about it. And it's just the world we're in. There's so much hate and jealousy and contempt. And all we can do is try to surround ourselves with people that aren't like that. You know, if you run into, somebody enters your life that is like that, just weed them out. Pluck them and boot them. It's that simple. And that, unfortunately, that is all we can do, because we see them every day out here, ladies. You know that. All of the ladies here listening, we all see people like that every day.
Yeah.
And we can't change them. So all we can do is try to show that we're better than that. And hopefully that maybe our love and our kindness can rub off and they can learn from us. But if not, goodbye. We don't need them in our life.
Terry, I totally forgot to have you mention you had a very important thing happen to you this week.
I did.
And
my God.
So I'm saying that is because there's a certain person who just put up a message and reminded me of that. Cassandra says your book says hi. So you want to talk about good news?
Yes. Okay. So we all know Chris and Justin and Chris's daughter, Cassandra. I received a phone call the other day with Chris, Cassandra, and Catherine, a group chat kind of thing on camera. And Cassandra had a little, her and her man, her good looking fella, in March, named Jariah. And in this group, I don't want to cry. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Hey, it's emotional.
Cassandra
It's okay
put
to
a
cry.
picture of this gorgeous, gorgeous little boy on the camera, on the screen. So I got to enjoy that. And then asked me if I would be his godmother. Let me tell you, I have a big mouth and I talk nonstop if given the chance. I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. What the most, I mean, the honor, this young mother and father who are amazing parents are in other words, they're trusting me with God's greatest gift, a child. That if something, God forbid, happened to them, which it won't, but that they trust me to take care of that precious angel and give him an amazing life and honor their wishes for their son. They're just, there's not words. There's absolutely not words. And I know a lot of you don't know this about me, but my husband and I lost several babies and were unable to become parents. And so being a godparent for some people is great. Being a godmother for me is life changing. Absolutely life changing.
Terri, I
So
am so happy for you. Congratulations, honey. You deserve that.
I am
Let's
just,
tell
thank you.
Cassandra's got a message for you. First of all, she said, "You got this, Mama," because she heard you getting choked up. And second of all, she said it was very emotional for all of us. And I know you can't see the comments, so I want to make sure you got them.
Thank you. Yeah. And it was funny because I was talking to Paul when he called me on his 8 o'clock break this morning. And we were, of course, I'm talking about him all the time, you know, to everybody, like everybody. And he's like, I can't wait to meet him. I'm so excited to meet him, you know, and so now Paul's all excited. And my mom is like, oh my gosh, that is the greatest. I want to meet him someday. And,
Aww.
you know, so for me being, you know, having such a wonderful, tight marriage and taking you with my mom in my life, it's a family thing. So he's not just, and you know, it's not just me that he's stuck with. He's stuck with my husband and my mom. My mom's like, "Ooh, does that mean I kind of have a grandson? Can I spoil him like a grandma would?" Because
Aww.
my little brother was my only sibling and he passed away when he was 11. So my mom doesn't have grandchildren.
Yeah.
And she kind of is like, really? Ooh, this is going to be fun. So it's kind of like, I don't know if Cassandra's okay with that, but Dry just got a whole new family too.
Right?
I'm sure she's going to be thrilled with that.
I am so happy for you. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
The biggest honor that anybody could have ever bestowed on me, to trust me with their child. I mean, it doesn't get any bigger. It doesn't. Let's face it, you guys are moms. It doesn't get any bigger to trust somebody with your child. It just doesn't.
And I do want to say too, I know a lot of people don't know Cassandra because Cassandra works more behind the scenes on the Divas. She does a lot for the Divas. She is our social media manager, but she is more than that.
She's the brains.
Yes. She's like my right hand person. We couldn't do the show or anything on this group without Cassandra. But more than that, she is Chris's daughter. But I tell you what, she's wise. I mean, wise beyond her young years. She comes up with the most brilliant ideas that none of us ever thought of because she's young. I don't know, but I don't know where the Divas would be without her. So we are so blessed. I tell you what, the day that I met Chris and Justin was a godsend. I'm telling you, God put him into my life for a reason. And then Cassandra was just a bonus. So we are very blessed to have her as part of our family.
And I got to talk to her good-looking fella too the other day, and what a sweet man. I mean, intelligent, kind, but really a smart young man. They are well together. They're very well spoken. I mean, just like you said, it seemed like I was talking to somebody a lot older than he was.
So what a lot of you don't know is, because you don't really see the behind the scenes and what us divas go through and what we talk about and the challenges that come up every single week or every single month or every single day, is we fight like a family too. We bicker, we argue, we don't get along. There's some days that we just don't see eye to eye. But honestly, we are a family. Honestly, we love each other more than anything. And I want to put that out. I know we've had some tough days lately because of just things going on. But
That's the
I
truth.
love you guys.
I love
do
you.
love you guys.
And we stay in touch a lot. We have a video chat. Our husbands get on the video chat. We stay in constant contact all the time. I do want to mention another diva. While we're sitting here talking about divas who aren't seen as much but do a lot in the group, there is a very special diva who has an extremely special place in my heart that doesn't get nearly as much attention as she needs to get. And I'm asking you guys from the bottom of my friggin' heart. Her name is Tia. I know you guys know who she is. She used to do a lot of videos in our group, but she's been very sick. I mean, very, very sick. You guys know she's battling cancer. Her radiation treatments did not work. They're trying to figure out another course of action. She's extremely sick. I mean, extremely, extremely sick. Cancer is kicking her butt. I have a cancer meal train that's going in the Truck and Safety Divas. I have posted 2 or 3 times a week. If you guys can afford to help her out, what the meal train essentially is you guys can put, $5, $10, $15, $20 towards a meal that her and her family could go out and get so that she doesn't have to cook while she's going through all these treatments. And the money doesn't come, we don't touch the money. It goes directly to Tia and to Tia's bank account. I have it all set up. But I'm just asking you guys from the bottom of my heart. She lives very close to me. We're an hour away from each other. She is the kindest person. I know that she's kind of backed away from social media right now because she's dealing with her health issues. But you guys can keep Tia in your thoughts and prayers. She's going through an awful lot right now. And I know she does not get the attention that she needs and deserves from the divas. And that is my fault. And I take 100% responsibility. And I'm going to try and do everything I can to rectify that because she needs us more than ever right now. She is fighting the fight of her life, literally. She has sons that need her around. She has a husband that adores her. They just celebrated an anniversary. She's very young and bubbly, and I love Tia. And if you don't follow her on TikTok, I will put her information up shortly. You need to. You really, really need to.
Angela, I remember when Tia reached out to me when I first got with the Divas and was struggling with my mom's cancer, her terminal cancer, and Tia didn't even know me. And she reached out just with the kindest message to me. I was just blown away by her kindness. Here she's fighting, and I didn't know she was fighting cancer when she first messaged me. Here she's fighting as well, and she's worried about my mom and my family. I was like blown away by her love and kindness and compassion.
You know why I think that is? Because a lot of us, and I know Angie's probably going to agree with me. A lot of us don't like to put out what we're going through. A lot of us are quiet, and we rather put the people that are going through the cancer, or if you have certain diseases or illnesses going on, we'd rather put you on a pedestal instead of telling you what's going on with us.
Right.
Our lives don't, our lives are there.
For me, a lot of it's embarrassing to put out there. I'm embarrassed. For me, like taking care of my mom. And, I know you guys, Ange and Lori know my financial struggles, providing for my mom and her cancer treatment. But, stuff like that is embarrassing. And then some of it's just too private.
It is.
I don't know. I think I can think off the top of my head, probably 15 of our divas right now that are struggling hardcore, whether it's financially, whether it's health-wise. But I think as the leader of the divas, if that's what you want to call me, I think I have really failed where Tia is concerned. And I don't know how to make this better, but we need to make it better because unfortunately, so much of the focus has been on Catherine and Catherine's cancer journey, which I'm not trying to take away from. But
right.
We have another diva that is struggling. I mean, struggling.
Right. Well, we need to do this as a team, Angela. It's not on you. It's on all of us. We're a team. We're a family, like Lori said. We need to make this right together.
And unfortunately, sorry.
No, you're okay. Take your minute. So if y'all don't know, Angela's also been through cancer and stuff like that. So when it comes to cancer, it really gets to her. And T is terminal.
T is terminal.
Yes, T is terminal. So
Right.
this is really weighing on our heartstrings, you know.
And with Angela and Catherine, we need to be so grateful that they have beat it. You know,
Right.
Catherine, 98%, they're positive. She beat it. And with Tia, you know, unfortunately, is not in that same position. So we
So
need to step up as a family and embrace her.
she's
I
so
do.
good.
I do want to say one thing because I know that it's mental health this month. Please, 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 if you're feeling down, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you need to get checked. You need to see somebody. You need to talk to somebody. And this doesn't. We don't talk about this enough sometimes. Everybody has diseases. Everybody has illnesses, but one of the biggest ones is suicidal. One of the biggest ones is mental health. So I just want to put that out there.
And I did want to say, and I'm not going to mention any names or anything, but I will say about a year ago, a diva reached out to us. About a year ago, a diva reached out to me and Larry, who was feeling very suicidal. And it was probably the most emotional night that I've had in a very long time. I can remember it clear as day. I was at my daughter's house, and I stopped, Larry and I stopped everything we were doing. We stopped visiting with my daughter. We stopped visiting with my grandson. And we devoted 2 or 3 hours to this woman who is still a diva today. And we have a great friendship now. And she means more to me than anybody. And I will never share who that is because it's between me and her. But you ever feel that way, you know you can reach out to any of us. Any of us. We've had people reach out to us before, and it's made a difference. I know for a fact. So
I've talked a lot about my suicide journey and my depression and everything. So it's not a joke, anyone. It really, 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 it's, and I don't want to compare diseases or illnesses, but it's as bad as cancer. It's as bad as having a heart attack because it will take your life. So
every single person, man or woman, we all have our secrets, we all have our demons, and we all have things that we're struggling with that maybe we don't feel comfortable telling everybody. And so a lot of people are like me, and Lori yells at me all the time because I want people that I put a smile on and everything is hunky-dory when my whole life is probably falling apart behind me, but you guys don't know that. And Lori yells at me. She'll be like, God dang it, woman, just call me and let it out. So it's much better. But a lot of people, that's how they handle it. Or they're an ostrich and they just put their head in the sand and pray it goes away. So everybody's struggling with somebody. I think that's why we try to promote positivity as much as possible, because you just don't know. Maybe
And Angela, one good point that you made is I think women in general tend to do that. Exactly what you said, more than men. We internalize. We're like, you know, for instance, okay, let's bring it into the trucking industry. I'm in an opposite role. Like, as you guys know, I'm the driver and my husband stays at home. I don't want to call him bawling and tell him I'm so down. I just had a really bad cup, because he will worry about me out here. Just like the wives that are at home and their truckers are on the road, they will internalize it instead of talk to their husband because they don't want him to worry out there. And so as women, I think we need to be aware that we do that a lot. Oh, I'm good. Everything's good. And then you hang up the phone and the tears roll. And we need to, as women, realize that it takes strength to reach out. And we are stronger than any man. Let's just get that out with, because we know it's true. We are stronger than men emotionally. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. And let's show that strength by asking for help if we need it, because that is real strength. When you know you're at a point where you need help, that shows strength, not weakness.
Angie, what were you gonna say?
A lot of women think it's weakness. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just going to say that, to be honest with you, that was my whole goal of putting together Trucker Safety Divas. That was it. That was my number one goal. No offense against the men. I wanted it to be a women's only groups there where you could come in there and you could vent about anything. I mean, anything under the sun. And you could be honest and you could say, I'm having a really shitty day. This is going on or that is going on.
Right.
Nobody was going to judge you. People would be there to help you because we've all been there. We have all been there. And it doesn't have to be trucking related. It could be whatever. We've all had those days where, oh my God, we're at the end of our ropes. What do? We need somebody to talk to. Come into Trucker Safety Divas. Tell us about it. Somebody
I remember posting about menopause, and you guys
Yeah.
helped me.
Yeah.
Wasn't trucking, and you guys were right there to help me through it. You know.
It doesn't have to be trucking related. You could just be having a bad day.
So I have a little secret, okay? I've been through a lot of shit in my life too, but you know what? You're really not gonna know because I hide it. I put that smile on and I just keep plucking through my days. But honestly, there's days that I hurt. There's days that I'm crying inside, but I'm not gonna tell anybody because that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to show my weakness. And a lot of us are like that. A lot of us are private and we're afraid to say when we need help. We're afraid to say, hey, I really need you today.
Or like in my case last year when you decide to open up to people who you think are your friends and then they throw it back in your face. So that's
Right.
your private.
Right? I mean, we can stand up for ourselves and we can speak out and everything and we can have our opinions. But even though we do that, we're still really quiet inside.
Yeah. All right. Terry, you there?
I can hear you guys.
Okay.
I take the camera to work.
Yeah, I kind of like this. We have several subjects that we're talking about today, so it's pretty awesome.
You're kind of winging it. It's like, okay, what are we going to talk about today?
Hey, it's all good. Sometimes winging is one of the best ones to do.
Yeah, exactly. We have no topic. I don't even know what our topic is going to be on Saturday. I think we might, we'll figure it out this week. We were going to have a guest speaker on Saturday, but unfortunately, we're going to have to reschedule with her. But we'll still get her in. So we'll figure out something for Saturday's show. I don't know yet. Cindy said, "You girls are lucky ladies. I mean, I have nobody I can talk to about my problems. I have to keep it to myself." Cindy Bedoya, little liar. You have me. We talk. You
have us.
Yes.
Hello, I'm here.
I'm giving you my number, but if I haven't, I will give that to you.
And sometimes it's easier to talk to people that you're not you don't see every day. It's not for your family.
Yeah.
I know that we get busy, guys, and I know that some of you message us and we just can't get back to you right away, but it doesn't mean that we're ignoring you. It doesn't mean that we don't want to hear your problems. It doesn't mean that we're not here for you. It just means that we're busy because along with Angie, I have Rolling with the Underwoods, I have my TikTok, I have my Sensi job, and then I help out here and with the Divas. So yeah, I'm pretty busy. Angela's pretty busy, It's just how it is. But we don't want you to feel like you're not loved.
No, and I felt
I
that
don't have much of a life, so you guys can call me because I have no life.
She does too. Well, we're making her busy.
She's more active in the Divas now, so now she's busier.
Yeah, she has a new role. She's now an administrator. She has her name at the top of the page. So yeah, she's gonna be busy now.
Now I have
So
to
don't go there, Terry. Don't you dare go there.
They're teaching me. They're giving me a good education. No, Lori's going to teach me some stuff later today. I learned how to copy and paste. I'm all excited. I'm moving up in the world.
Diane Yosak said, "I am a widow, and you guys have helped me more than you will ever know."
We love
Diane, we love you.
We're going to pause real quick for a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back and say goodbye to you guys and do a couple announcements. And give me just a second, guys. There we go.
Treat a Trucker and help us reach our goal of gifting over 2,000 truck drivers with $10 gift cards as our way of giving back to our truckers and saying thank you for being out there and sacrificing time from family and friends. Visit us on Facebook, Treat a Trucker. Join us every Saturday night at Trucker Safety Divas for the Trucker Safety Divas show every Saturday night at 7 p.m. by your favorite divas. Be sure to come back every Saturday night as they share their passion and love for the trucking industry, as they share their wealth and their knowledge, and help to inspire women every day to live the best that they possibly can. Be sure to join us every Saturday, 7 p.m. Central, right here at Truckers Safety Divas. Don't forget to bring your friends.
Okay, so I wanted to remind everybody that if you are a member of Trucker Safety Divas and you do want to invite your friends and family to join us, at the very top of our page there is a button that says invite. Just click on that and it will go through your entire list of friends and family. You can just pick and choose who you would like to invite to our group. We would love to have new members. And of course, you guys can always watch our shows on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Central. Again, I'm not 100% sure what the topic will be this week, but we'll figure it out later on today. We're going to wing it. We're good at winging
We're going to wing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it is okay for us girls to have squirrel moments like our men do. So winging it is kind of cool.
Yes. And don't forget the guys will have their show again this Friday night, 7 p.m. Central. Truckers on TV. It is Larry, Moe, and Curly. Larry, James, Justin.
They are fun to watch. I love to watch the guys. They're comical.
If you haven't caught the guys show, please tune in this Friday, because there's no topic for them. They just do their random squirrel moments. They talk about their week or their day, and it's funny. It's really funny.
Yeah, and you can ask them anything. They love it when you guys ask them questions. So if you have questions individually about them or about trucking, whatever you want to ask, they love it. So feel free to hound them with some questions.
I'm the dork in the women's group. I think I'm the dork one.
What?
I think I'm the reject in the women, and all three of them are goofballs with men.
They are good balls, yes.
They are hilarious.
I think a lot of us wives are kind of funny too sometimes.
Yeah, you guys are genuinely funny. I'm just a dork. You guys are like funny. I'm just dorky.
Gary said Angie made a wrong turn and don't know what way she is going yet. LOL.
Right.
I have to tell you guys, a Werner truck just passed me because I'm behaving. Okay, otherwise, it's the only reason Werner passed me.
I think we might have lost her.
Yeah, I think we might have lost her on that one.
Yeah.
She'll come back in a minute.
Cinnamon Dole said, you ladies have a safe trip. God bless you. God be with you. We'll see you all next time. Love you all, ladies. And Mike Mulder's calling me wrong way, Angie.
Really fast, Cindy, honey, did you post a picture like yesterday of yourself? I wasn't sure. I was scrolling through really fast and not feeling good, but I think you posted a picture. But if you did, girl, let me just say, it was a beautiful picture.
I have to go look. I was so busy yesterday. Oh my gosh. I was supposed to call Kira back. I didn't do it. Yesterday was a bad day. I didn't feel good.
Yeah, I'll have to go back to, but I think she did post a picture. I'm not sure.
Check it out. Yeah, Cindy and Momo are so cute together. Yes, she did, she said. Yes, she did.
Okay, like I said, wow, honey. Wow, you are gorgeous.
Yes, I love my favorite picture of her, Momo, is when she was wearing the Trucker Safety Diva shirts that I sent her. Those are my favorite picture.
I liked how they had the edible arrangements or something too. I like that picture also.
Yeah, I couldn't resist. They're so sweet. And she messages me every morning, and it just makes my day, so I love it.
Aw, I love that. It's nice to get those messages. You know, we get kind of we get complacent and we forget to talk to you guys. And it's nice to know that we're thought of too sometimes, even though we're busy.
Absolutely. Especially trust me, whether you know it or not, and I know Lori will agree with me, the road is a lonely place. Even when you're stuck in a 10-foot by 10-foot box with your husband, it's still a very lonely place. So having you guys and reaching out to you guys and having this dialogue with everybody really helps, because it's a lonely, lonely job out here.
And that's why, like, if you don't notice, like when we were able to get together and meet each other, we're like wild horses.
Yes.
You know, we go absolutely crazy, like truckers gone wild kind of thing, because we don't know really how to act, because we're always alone. We don't get that physical interaction like everybody else does.
And nobody understands trucking life but us.
Right. So it's pretty cool when we're together, because we're like, oh, we're insane and we're acting up and we're like, oh my gosh, you know, it's so good to see you again, and da. We act like we're 2-year-olds. Trust me, we really do.
Exactly. Well, we're going to get ready to say goodbye. Just a couple things before we forget. Keep Catherine in your thoughts and prayers. Again, she had a really bad morning. I'm going to let Catherine share what she wants to share about that. But just keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She's fine. She just had a really bad morning. If you guys could also keep Tia in your thoughts and prayers, as she's battling cancer right now, and we're trying to figure out her next course of action for her next round of treatment. And then don't forget the guys' show Friday night, 7 p.m. and our show this Saturday as well.
And then don't forget, there is meal preparation that will be posting all throughout the day today. Really cool stuff that you guys can learn to do either at home or on your truck. So
yes, because Chris actually spent the last 2 days meal prepping for her and Justin to go back on the road. We're like, that's a great idea. We need to talk about that, because we're all trying to eat a little bit healthier right now, especially now that it's getting warmer and we have access to more fruits and vegetables. And so we figured we'd talk about meal prepping, eat a little healthier, get some more exercise out here. All important things for the trucking life.
Meal prepping can save a trucker a lot of money, a lot of time, and when you're home the night before you roll out, do up some meals real fast, either a seal meal, whatever, and then put them in your truck, and then you got meals for a week or two, and you don't have to worry about stopping right away.
Which is awesome, because right now, especially with all these restaurants closing early, you never have to worry about not having food on your truck if you're doing meal prepping. So
exactly.
All right, you guys have an awesome day. Lori, be safe out there. Thanks everybody for watching. Catherine will be back next week with TJ. But in the meantime, you guys all be safe, and we'll see you Saturday night for the show.
Love y'all. Be safe out there.